styles are today, I'm glad I'm married, because if I was single, I could never get married looking like this, you know? And I feel sorry for any single girl today. The styles and the whole society is not for single girls, you know that? Single men, yes. A man, he's single, he's so lucky. A boy on a date, all he has to be is clean and able to pick up the check. He's a winner. You know that. Or a man could call up anybody in the whole world. Do you know that? Hello, I saw your name in the locker room. I thought I'd give you a quick call.
Joan Rivers just passed away at the age of 81, and while the entire world has clearly lost a great comedian, the gay community has been hit particularly hard. Joan was always one of our favorites.
A sex manual for Christian marriages.
Well, count me out.
The reason for this strong relationship has a couple of different explanations. The first is just in her personality. She had a really gaudy sense of taste. Her sense of humor was super risque and taboo breaking, and her commitment to sort of physical beauty at all costs was endearing in a very campy way. She was sort of a camp figure for a lot of people in the gay community.
How's your sex life, you old bitch? Thank you for asking.
I don't think it's disrespectful at all to point out that for a lot of gay people, she was something of a drag queen figure, you know, a beloved, truly drag queen figure that sort of served that role as the clown, as the person who made painful times more funny, and so in that she's already a gay icon.
She came in an egg, and some people will do anything not to have to speak to Ryan Seacrest.
The other reason is that Joan Rivers fits really naturally into the tradition of sort of diva affection that's very strong in the gay community. When I say diva, you know, of course that term comes from opera. So we're talking about opera singers, then the diva figure sort of translated very easily into pop music, figures like Barbra Streisand, Judy Garland, Whitney Houston. But it also applied to actresses, to politicians, and certainly to comedians like Rivers.
Are the earrings great? Yeah, can you see the earrings? Aren't they great? They're Mr. T's old doorstop. I am just...
The thing that's important to know about sort of the diva figure is that she needed a sort of tragic flaw or struggle to really make her qualify as one.
I'm from Brooklyn, but I haven't been back there for a long time. When I left as a little ugly, flat-chested little girl, and here I am, voila, today. An ugly, flat-chested little woman.
Being a diva is all about falling and triumphing over adversity, and you know, the struggle is something that gay people identify with and have identified with for a long time. You know, sort of struggling every day just to get by and to make it in a hostile world. And so we identify very naturally with those sorts of narratives.
But Darlene, I don't know what your life has been like, but I have a lot of people who have gone through hell, and if you can make, Winston Churchill said, if you make someone laugh, you give them a little vacation. And maybe you take the worst thing in the world and make it funny. It's a vacation for a minute from horror.
Rivers very clearly fit that mold. She was always working, always struggling, always trying to make it as a comedian, even into her 80s.
You quit. Nobody quits.
I quit.
Are you crazy? Are you a trust fund baby that you quit?
No, it's just that they got upset because I was saying stuff about the casino and I was making fun of Trump. And
You're in a Trump hotel. You don't make fun of the owner of the hotel. Are you crazy? He's not going to hire a comedian that's going to say, Donald Trump.
I know, but I...
You know, this is not an easy business. I mean, you want to try my life sometimes? I work in Arizona. How about that? And Indian casinos. You think that's easy? You tell a joke they don't like, instead of a tomato, they throw a tomahawk? What do you expect? I mean, you got a job. How lucky are you, for goodness sakes?
And this was especially true after the Johnny Carson incident. In the late 80s, she started a competing talk show without consulting him, allegedly. And he blacklisted her. He sort of kicked her out of the industry and made it very difficult for her to work. And so from that moment on, she was truly struggling to sort of make it, even though she started out as one of the bright stars of her generation.
Clicked. So then I called him back. And I said, Johnny, and he clicked down again. Would not hear me. Not. And it was terrible. And then lied, said I never called him. And then NBC got on the bandwagon, because it's all money. Fox, their show is competing with him now. I was vilified in the press, and I was told that I left the cars. I said, my contract was up, and you guys haven't come to me. You've been asking me for a year. They just never thought I'd go anywhere.
Since then and for decades, gay men and women have really identified with her and supported her. And now that she's gone, we'll mourn her loss just as much. But at least she finally gets to rest.
I haven't seen you since New Year's.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy. Was it happy?
Well, it was different. Last year, a lot's happened in a year. Last year I was home alone, with no job, watching you know, on television. And, which is, you know, you were funny, but it's sad. And,